if you probably play guitar, you've probably heard about the quad Cortex. And you should, because this thing's awesome. So, not sponsored. Bought this totally on my own back in like October and waited patiently for it, and it's absolutely worth it. Is the hype real? I think 100%. I was really like scared that I was gonna get it and like have my feelings hurt because I sold my X effects. But this was absolutely worth it. So we're just gonna be a short, sweet dive through my favorite things. I literally just has started playing it today, so I figured I'd make this video. And anybody else is wondering like if it's worth it, do it. Like, because long story short, my interpretation is that they've taken the power and simplicity of like a real amplifier. Like, it's a lot more simple. But my gosh, it's not nearly as heavy. You know, I mean, look how small this thing is. Look at my hands. And it's like, well, the specs are up. It's small. This is going to fit in a backpack. I mean, with this, a guitar, and a computer, some software instruments, you can make a full album. So we're going to run through, like, it's super easy to use. I've got some favorites that I made. Obviously, you know, you want to do the metal. And this room sounds really awesome. Like, it really sounds like you're in the other room. Like, that just sounds great. But like, even like realistically into a mix, it's just, it's got that punch. Like, of a real amp, you could, I swear you can hear the paper of the cone, you know, like it just. And so the other cool thing is like all the, like, if you check out this thing, it's super cool. This will light up with like with whatever you check, and that whole like making adjustments is super super awesome. Side note, before we go much further, there's so many great things to talk about. There are some bad things that I don't like. One is this power supply. Like, you can't see it. Like, I'll take a video of it and post it in there, but I don't feel like that's tour ready. Like, if this is going to be on, you know, if you're chucking it into a bag, you gotta get another one of those. Otherwise, be very, very careful. I don't feel like that's going to last very long. If I was going on tour, I would want a second one. Number two, there's these vents on the side as well as there's one on the bottom. So I don't know if I would put it on the floor. I'm sure the people at Neural thought about it, and it's probably fine. I'm just paranoid, and if I were taking this out on tour or putting it on the floor at a venue, I just wouldn't. I would keep this like on like this stand or something, and then use a MIDI foot controller or just trigger everything, because I don't feel comfortable about, you know, dirt getting in there. It's built like a tank though, otherwise. So just mighty impressive piece of kit. Super easy to use. Like I said, the touchscreen, I really wasn't looking forward to that, but honestly, it's very, very responsive. And I've heard a lot of people complaining about like glitches and stuff, and I haven't run into one glitch. It's been super stable. I've been playing with this thing like all day. So let's check out some other stuff, and I'll stop talking. This one's really cool. The processing sounds awesome, I think. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, so wanted to try and show a couple different styles of playing too. So like, we do like the Nashville thing. I don't know how to play Nashville stuff, so like, this is the best. Like, I'm running this in single coil. can't play that stuff very well. Yay. This thing sounds awesome. You're like, I probably won't play that, but that's just inspiring. But yeah, I mean, honestly, all the amps and everything sound great. So I think the hype's real. I'm super happy with it, and I think you would be too if you got one. Yeah, so from the super clean to like the rock and roll to, of course, a gents, you know, like we'll bring out the 8-string later. But like this, I wanted to use this guitar because I feel like it did like the single coil thing, the pickup that's either hot or like not as hot. Yeah, long story short, super easy to use, built like a tank. I definitely would take it out on the road. I don't feel good about dirt getting in the side of the holes, as well as the power supply, I feel, is definitely going to be a problem if you're moving the power supply a lot. It does take probably like a good 30 seconds to boot up once you get it on, but I mean, it's a powerful piece. And I've got the plugins that I run on my Mac, and they're powerful. There's a lot going on in there, but I think by Joe, they've done it. It sounds awesome. So, if you have any questions or anything, post them down in the comments. I'll try to make some more videos. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. I bought this on my own money, so just trying to help some other people. If you're thinking about getting it, I think the hype is real. Coming from Axe-Fx and like every other modeler, I've played them all. I've owned them all, as well as real amps. I had a 5150 in here just last week, and I was like, am I going to do the real amp thing, or am I going to wait for the quad Cortex? And honestly, nothing's like a real amp, but when it comes to recording and doing as much, I think this gets more business done in a smaller package, and the price is just, it's absolutely worth it. So it seems to be built well. Again, I haven't had any problems all day today, so I'm not sure about other people talking about glitches, but I'm not having them. So thanks, honestly, the people at Neural DSP. I think it's awesome, and it's one of those things like I turn on and I get so inspired just from playing it that I don't really think about turning knobs anymore, and that is awesome. I mean, that's really what it should be. You should be able to turn on, and it just sounds so good. You have such a good time. You're just, you know, having a good time. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video. Let me know if there's something else you want to see. This was kind of a guerrilla style video, so enjoy.